достаточно у нас будет, получается, сессии именно, чтобы научились, как...
Хорошо. Меня зовут Мухаммед, еще раз так сказали. Я ментор в некоторых командах здесь. Кто знает, кто не знает, я не знаю. Может быть, знаете. Хорошо. Можно сюда внимание немножко? Так. Первое, что вам нужно сделать, если вы работаете на Thunkable, и это, кстати, очень хорошо, если вы работаете на Thunkable, потому что он поддерживает и iOS, и Android, но он ничем особо не отличается от App Inverter, который будет вам обучать GoHack. Она тоже одна из наших менторов, она будет вам еще и видеоуроки давать. Кажется, она уже записывает, да, Марал? Видеокурсы по App Inverter. Но вы посмотрите эти курсы, они почти такие же, ничем не отличаются. Вы это убедитесь в этом после того, как вы сейчас посмотрите Thunkable. Что вам нужно сделать? Первое, это у вас должен быть Google аккаунт. Любой какой-нибудь Google аккаунт, в котором вы сможете сделать логин через Google. Или просто создать каким-нибудь образом сделать логин в Thunkable сайт. И вы сможете на веб-интерфейсе здесь спокойно. Building и назовем проект каким-нибудь образом. У нас будет какой-нибудь тест project. Я хочу сделать один из проектов Coding Challenge. У нас здесь technovationchallenge.com на сайте. У вас есть несколько проектов и объяснений. Допустим, lists, variables, как работают, как if else conditions, как работают. То есть в этом curriculum у вас уже все указано. И мы попробуем сделать этот мини-проект, в котором просто стоят buttons, 3 buttons, в котором просто меняется изображение при нажатии, клике. Сделаем, допустим, pet chooser. Просто какой-нибудь категория. Fun. Или нет. Pets. Animals. Yeah, finance. Окей, entertainment.
Dog.
Entertainment. Возьмем категорию entertainment. Oh my god. Public и create. Так, хорошо. Когда мы создадим проект, у вас откроется сейчас environment, activity называется этот панель, в котором вы видите ваш телефон будущий. Это экран телефона, это первый page, first page of your phone. А здесь элементы, buttons and other components, о котором я в прошлый раз говорил. У вас есть из двух частей состоит. Один это просто дизайн, buttons components, которые вы просто кладете и украшаете. А вторая часть будет состоять из блоков, она здесь переключается, design and blocks, в котором вы сможете работать с этими блоками и кнопками. Вот. Допустим, вот control, logic, etc. Вот. И чтобы сделать вот этот вот мини-проект, что нам нужно? Какие идеи? Просто я хочу от вас фидбэк. Что нужно, чтобы сделать этот проект? Ну, ладно, креативность нужна. Допустим, у вас есть, вы расписали на листе ваш проект. Сделали wireframe какой-нибудь там, скетч. У вас будет вот такой проект, где будут картинки, где будут кнопки. Что нужно? Какие компоненты здесь используются?
Что делает?
Вы нажимаете на кнопку, и с каждым нажатием кнопки появляется. So don't worry about it. If you don't understand something, just ask again. So our project consists of components, and one of the components is button. Yeah, really. 3 buttons. We have 3 buttons. Then we should add 3 buttons. You see here, button, and we just drag and drop here. Just pull the button here, press it, and drag it. Easy. Just drag the button. Drag the another one, and drag the third one. Yeah, 3 buttons. And what we can do with these components, you can rename it, you can change the color, you can change the shape, you can change the location, you can put the button here, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. You don't have to create like it was shown. Let's put buttons, for example, here, down here, for example, and let's change our names. So, when you select the button, imagine we selected the button. we have this part here, the left part of our environment is consists of components. What about the right part? Is about the component that we chosen, and we can change it, like change the text, change the font color. Let's change its text. So, what kind of type of dogs we have? For example, Labrador. Labrador. I call it Labrador. Here, I can change the shape and the color. What color do you want to give him? Purple. All right. Let's give him purple color. You can adjust it here. Then the next type of dog is what? Next type of dog. Chihuahua. Good. H, okay. H. And what color for that?
White.
White? No, let's take some colorful green. All right, let's make it green. And the third dog would be Husky. Good choice. I like it. Husky. I just used two things. I changed the text and I changed the background color. I also can change the shape. Like a screen. You can just screen here.
No.
It's fine. Or okay. Or you always screen here. The style, the layout, the height, width, resize. When you start building your project, you will want to create your type of design, and you should explore it. Just press everything, try everything. If you have problems, you can just delete it and again create new button and change it, work on it, and you will understand that there are you can change font size, you can change font like for some bold kind of fonts or etc. So we have 3 buttons: Labrador, Chihuahua, and Husky. What else we need for this project? Pictures. Good. Picture components. We have picture components here. So we should find image. The third one is image. Here I just drag and drop as I did before. Drag and drop the image. So I have 2 options for it. 2 options. I can upload the file from my computer that I prepared in Photoshop, everything, or I can find something in the internet and put the URL. Let's do the second one. Let's find the dogs. So Labrador, you said. Okay, Labrador and Chihuahua and Husky. 3 dogs. You should wait for a little bit. And by the way, we need 3 pictures. Do we? Do we need 3 pictures or only 1? 3 pictures, because we have 3 buttons. We need 3 pictures. Let's add 2 more pictures for that. Again, 1 picture, second picture. Address. Here, I just copy the link and put the link in Thunkable. My file source is link URL. Yeah, and I hope it. What? Does it work? Copy image address. Copy image address. Oh, here. You see that?
A lot of the girls aren't logged in yet. They can't.
Project of Technovation Challenge. If you couldn't really get me clear, you can go to Technovation Challenge and you can see the source code. Like this is designing and this is programming. You can just go through it. Okay. So, and again, I will just repeat it again. Easy project, 3 buttons. Just create 3 buttons, create 3 images, put the links of your favorite dogs. If you want, you can put cats, doesn't matter. We use dogs and pretty chihuahua here.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. We just make a project, a concept of the project. Yeah, good. So, here next, I just take the link, copy image address, and put it to file source. All right. And the third one is husky. So which one is much beautiful, pretty husky? So let's take this one. All right. Maybe better image. Some better image.
Yeah.
All are from Facebook. Oh, откачайте. Copy image address.
You're Googling cheating. That's not how you cheat. There's easier ways to cheat than. Ah, good idea. I was gonna say, you're not a good cheater if you're Googling how to cheat.
So, well, who got to this point? You got to this point? Someone is just starting and someone could continue. Yeah, we should continue because we don't. Oh, test it by pressing this play button in the top here. You can test it. You just press the button and you get the output. Your phone will show this screen. But we have a problem. What problem we have? This screen already presenting the pictures. You don't want to present these pictures until you press the button. So let's hide them. How to hide them? Here, you see, if you press the picture, you see visible to true. You should make it invisible. False, false, and again, false. I made it invisible. We will find the video solutions again. The Milad is recording the video for me. And you can revise it. So we make it false images. And we go to blocks, coding blocks. Here is the part for coding. We take the buttons and make images visible. You see here your components that you use in the left side. So if we press for a button, for example, button 1. For button 1, it is Labrador. So when button 1 is clicked, these are the functions. The yellow one, if you press the button, you see colorful blocks. This is a Scratch programming language. You already probably know because Jalal also taught you that. Here is the function. Here some sets and gets. You can use, just read what it says. When button is clicked, do something. We need this block. I took this block. Then, when the button is clicked, I want the image of Labrador to be visible. Right? Yeah. And I take the image 1, the Labrador image. You also can make click function on image. For example, if your user is clicking for an image, do something. It will work like a button if you want. But we need to set and put right here. It is like puzzles. You just put the puzzle part to this point, you know? And I just want to make it visible. Let's try. For try, you created a code block, little code block, and I want to press it and make it visible. So I press the button and it's visible. Good. What happens when I press the another button? Nothing. If I press Chihuahua, it's not working because I didn't put a logic to it. Let's put a logic to it. So back to editing. I repeat it again. I take button 2. When button 2 is clicked, I want the image 2 to be visible. Here. And I take the button 3. You can put blocks everywhere, doesn't matter. Where do you put it? And when your button 3 is clicked, I want the image 3 to be. Oh. Visible. I'm sorry, again. Here's the design. Here's the blocks. I already told that your Thunkable consists of 2 parts, designing and blocks. You just create a front-end user interface in design. And then you use these blocks in the blocks panel. Blocks panel. I have my components that I imported here as UI components here. I take the button like here. I take when button 3 is clicked, I drag and drop it. Again, I drag and drop it like here, and I open the image part, and I drag and drop this block. It is about set visible to true. We need it. And yeah, let's see what we got. We have the interface. We can press the husky button. It shows the husky. It's working. But we have one problem. Who knows what problem we could get here? Yes? It will create one more image. So what we should do for that?
Delete this image.
We should
Make it invisible.
Yeah, make it invisible and make other image visible. So back to coding. Good. Back to coding. For button 1, we make image 2 invisible and image 3 invisible. Here, you can change this value to true or false. This is a variable. This variable is Boolean. It means toggling true, false, true, false. So make it false and make this one also false. The second one, when button 2 is clicked, I want image 1 to be false. False, and again false. And again the thing for button 3. No. Image 1 to false and image 2 to false. Oh, this side. I did the blocks. I just added 2 more images and made it false. The other images should be false. If you can see here. So how is it going? One response. Image 1, set it visible. Image 2, set it invisible. Yeah? I will get to you a little bit later. I want to play it, test it. So we have the application here. Again, let's test it. I press the Labrador, I get the Labrador. Yeah, I press Chihuahua, it's good. And Husky. And again. So our project, the coding challenge number 1, completed. Very easy. So I should. So please continue it, repeat it, and I will help I should a little bit help to other.
Okay.
Программируете, чтобы проверить, как он работает, нажимаем на этот play button. Здесь наверху. Нажимаете, он будет вам его генерировать. Он здесь не нажмется. Он нажмется, когда вы превью сделаете. Вот, вы сделали превью, у вас открылся экран. И вы можете уже нажимать, когда вы сделаете превью. Editing and blocks. Видите, если вы сделали ошибку, если вы допустили ошибку и добавили ненужный блок, for example, if you made a mistake and put the toggle here that you don't need, so you don't need this toggle, you want to delete it, how to delete it? Press to the toggle, see these 3 buttons here, 3 buttons here, press it and delete the 3rd one, and delete it. You got it? What about blocks? If you created a block here, for example, you added this control block that you don't need. Look, we don't need this block. You want to delete, you just drag and drop to the trash bin. Here, trash. You see that? And it's gone. Easy. You see this line here? You got? Well, you use buttons, your own components, but there are a lot of components here about core components that you can use. I don't know why did they put the color. It made them colorful for you to understand what is going on with their functions. And here the control is about function, so we can make some complex functions. We will work on it later because we have like more complex functions. What to do, logics, like is greater than something, is less than something. You should calculate something in math block here. In math block, you can calculate your variables. You can make your own calculator for that. For text, for example, you have the application that calculates the weight. Imagine that you have the calculator. So the person should measure its weight. Oh no. For example, it says I'm like 50 kilograms, and she says I'm like 172 meters. And do I have the healthy body or not? And it calculates. And if your value is greater than some value, then it's okay. She says it's okay. And you just help. This is a little project like we did here. Here is the text block, list block, color. So your application, the application consists of these buttons, images, text, calculations, logics, functions that you can use here. Everything is accessible. And data in functions. So we got the internet back. Rejoin. Some name in your application. There is some object for it. Imagine like you have some component that got always a name and you should switch it. There are variables. For example, my name is Muhammet and my variable is name. It equals to Muhammed, and I can change it and use it somewhere other place. I can use it for in internet. I can make a nickname and change the nickname. My variable will be changed here. I don't know. Would you really use it because it is in curriculum? Подождите. Work on one screen on your application. There's a one screen, but you know that application consists of several screens. That you have pages like login page, you have some home screen, you have profile page, you have several pages. What to do with these pages? You can add pages here. So look here in the top. I'm sorry. Let's put it off. You see here the screen 1. you can add a screen. For example, the screen 2. We got one more environment. Good. And we can design it different. We have and we can make actions when we logged in, or when we entered our name, or when we do something. Application will move us to this screen. How to do this? Let's imagine. Like we have to input something, and if it equals, it will make us to this new login screen and says, yeah, you logged in. So we should continue this application. I will add 2 new components that is called input blocks. You have inputs. Oh. Here. Look here. This is also a new thing, label block. You can write a message to your user. For example, we should say, enter your password. Enter the password. For example, and I say to enter the password here to my user. And I should add text inputs. Here, the text input. I will drag and drop it here. The text input. And it says type here. You can change the hint name to something. Type your password. Type your password. This is a hint. And you can change the color of it also. Oh my, good. It's good. And you have advanced things, text decorations, font style, font family, clear, visible. All right, and we should add a button for that, I think. Really? And we says validate. A button. I'll add a button that it says validate. So my blocks are here. I have the variable. I will add a new variable first. It will work in entire application. And I will ask the person to type the variable. And if it will be equal to my variable, it will go to other screen with welcome, some welcome things. And let's work on the second screen. And we should add some let's add some images again. And we say welcome image. Let's find some welcome image. And if it's not equal, we'll add like a little bit later a message that not good. You should change your password, or you should try again. And copy image address. I have 2 screens, the welcome and some input buttons.
Сначала, чтобы сделать password, что нужно делать?
Вы можете вообще создать еще один новый скрин или просто внизу где-нибудь. Да, начинайте внизу, поставьте input, там должен быть input, text input. Да, и поставьте одну кнопку, при нажатии которой он будет проверять, правильно ли вы, я не знаю, набрали или нет, там логика будет. So the input block and the validate button, everyone created that? So we should now create a variable that we will validate. So let's work on it. Here block.
If you're not caught up on screen 2, if you haven't caught up with them, you can ask somebody and some of the other girls maybe can help you. I know some of the girls are on screen.
So, attention please. A block part. You created the input, you created the button, we'll work on it. So I take the input and I should write something and check. So I take the text input 1. So what functions we have? When text input changes, when text input clicks, when it submits. Yeah. We should. No, we can skip it. Actually, it's okay. First of all, we should create the password. Our application should consist of the password that should be validated. Then we should initialize the password. What is variable? So our variable is password. I created the variable in this variable block. Please continue it. This variable, I take the initialization, I said password will be, and here's this block is a text block. You see this puzzle? It is a text puzzle. And we should get the text here. And we can just add it here and write our password. What is my password? Is hello world. So my variable is hello world. The next thing what we should do, if our button is clicked, if our button is clicked, is button 4, mine is button 4, and when my button is clicked, I want to make a validate function, but I want to add some logic. If so text input. So. So I do control. I have a little complex function. If my button is clicked, then the second if will be if my variable equals to the text input. So if my text input, so I need a logic here, equal. I go to logic block here and I take this equal 1. If it equal, so I have two things I should add. I should add some input block and I should add my variable. So I go to text input and I need a text inputs text here. Text inputs text. Yeah. You see that?
Yeah.
I took this one. The text of this my text input. And if this text is equal to my variable, so I go to again to my variable block, and my variables password here. Yes. If my text inputs text will be equal to my variable's password, then do something. What should I do? I should navigate to the second screen. I have two screens. I will show what to do with the ones who has three screens. Wait for it. So I should navigate something. And I go to screen 2. Screen 1, and screen 2. Wait. Should screen 1. Так. Share. Functions. Do something. Objects, math, control, logic. Так. Submit пока находится. Where is the screen too? I don't remember. Так. Function development correction. Device. Screen. Vibrate. Functions. To do something, return. This is the logic again. Thank you. So let's test it. I have the password. I need to write something and validate. It is not working. And I write a hello world. And I validate. And it's working. We have the second screen when we wrote the right password. Here. So, do you have questions, online listeners? Let's back to editing. I want to help the ones who created their application on screen 2, login screen. You have to firstly navigate to your screen 2, and then when it validates, you should navigate to screen 3. That is why I recommend you to create a button here, somewhere here. Imagine that you have screen. This is your screen, and you should create a button. Oh, it's like here. Oh no, on the second screen. Для тех, кто создал логин и паспорт на втором экране, вы можете на первом экране создать кнопку, которая будет говорить логин. Допустим, go to login. Look at this. У вас есть кнопка Go to Login, поставьте ее на первом экране, хорошо? И потом в блоках возьмите ваш button 5, take your button 5. Here, when button 5 is clicked, you just control, navigate to screen 2. Look here. For those who have the login on the second screen, you have to add the block button, go to login on the first screen, and then make this function, go to second screen, and create another function that is navigates to screen 3 with your welcome thing. Look, my two buttons will work here. Welcome. It works. I should delete it. I should remove it. But you have to create this thing. But look, one more problem. Here. А чё нет, что ли?
Something wrong?
Secure key. Look, when we press the password, when we write the password, usually application don't show the password, they show dots, little dots, right? You have enter keyboard entering type, email address, numeric, phone pad, and we can add a secure text entry. Here, if you make a secure text entry, it will not show what you are writing on the screen. Let's check it. We again lost the connection. Good. It shows you how to work with components, with inputs, with buttons, with images. It's not that hard, as you see. So very easy. And I'm not sure what I want to say. Что я хотел сказать? Реализуемо. Много чего реализуемо. Вы можете дизайнить как хотите. Можете цвет менять, можете добавлять там environment, можете туда-сюда своего пользователя. You can move your user to the screens. Let's work on other functions of our application. For example, in our Thunkable. And one more thing I want to say here, curriculum. Please, if you don't get something, if you like feel unsafe, you can just go through this curriculum, and it has lessons in it. It has examples in it. Just here, for example, data and functions. We work on variables. Now I want to show you how to work with lists, and we will wrap it with one more project, and you will continue at home with your own project. So this will be our coding challenge number 2. Lists. Вы можете вернуться сюда и еще раз посмотреть, что мы делали и что можно, как нужно работать. For example, вот. Например, здесь показывается, они инициализируют, they used it to put it in the text. We used it much smarter. We used it to validate our user. И смотрите, вот 2 проекта, вы использовали input, вы использовали там такой-то компонент. Это не значит, что вы должны именно это сделать у себя в проекте. I just showed an example. It doesn't, how you can use these components. You can get the value, you can put the value. It is up to you. It's just a simple example. And next thing is lists. I want to go to supermarket, you have a list of products that you should buy. For example, mom told you to buy something, cucumbers and 1 kilogram of something, eggs, etc. And you have the list. First, I should buy something this, then I should buy this. This is a list of product. Or for example, you have a list of things that you should do in to-do list. Your to-do list, that's right. And for example, you should, because you have a variable once. This is just one variable. But you will have a set of variables, a lot of list of variables that you should work on. And that is why we have lists in Thunkable too. Here, in the core, we have lists. Oh, well. And as you see, these blocks, this puzzle shows that we can add numeric or string values. We can assign our variables to it also and work on it. And I want to make a little project. I like to make it because it's very easy, like true or false, some magic ball function project. For example, magic 8. That will ask something and it will say true or false, or it will happen yes or no. All right? Yeah, or maybe, yeah. So I want to create new project for that, or should I create it on new screen?
Let's create a new screen.
Yeah, because we don't have enough time for it. Let's don't waste it. And first of all, I want to add some magic font. Magic ball. Oh, magic ball image. So our magic ball. I use one of the images here. You can add another thing. You shouldn't like copy paste my project. Make your imagination. It is up to you. I just copy it. And I create the image on my screen. File source, URL, and magic ball. What? What happened? What happened? No. I should find another image. Magic 8 ball. Here. Copy image address. Come on. Let's change it.
Can you continue our previous project, or we should create another idea?
You can create a new project if you want, but we are working on new screen. We just don't want to waste time for new project. Just create a new screen. And then I have this magic ball. So let's make our screen's color to dark. Something background color should be a little bit dark. Okay? It is okay, right? So mysterious. And we need to add a mysterious button here. And what we should write here? Our button.
Top secret.
No,
Enter.
enter. No, just как узнать? Как назвать? Чтобы сказать? Tell me the answer. See the answer. All right. Answer shorter, better. Let's make its color also a bit different. Let's make a and this button. So we got the answer button. We have the magic ball image. Then what should I do? Oh my! I don't see the screen because of it. No way. Status bar eye color. No background color. I will make it a little bit light because we have problems with the brightness of the screen. All right? All right. You can make it dark on your screen. I will make it bright for you to see. Then we need to add some label here in triangle. There should be a word. And let's add a label for that. Label here. And I want to make color white because if we don't make it white, we don't see it. We don't see it. We should remove the text. It should be empty. I added the label. I removed the text. I made it white. And it is it. Look, I have text here, but it's removed. Then my text will appear here. My answer will appear here. Let's make it bigger. No, don't write it. So my answer here, text align center. Actually, here, if we need to center it, you should make text align to center. Here. So it will write in the center of the screen. Text align center. So we have the label and we have the button.
Can we insert the text under the picture, not on the picture?
You can do whatever you want. Actually, yes, but I want to make it inside the picture. Just show that it is possible. Mine is to show it, and you can continue as you want. Up to you. All right, I'm not showing it. Bad. I'm sorry, online listeners. We have troubles here. Here, Tala. I'm sorry, Tala. Here's the screen. So we got the image, text, and answer button. And let's go to the logic part. Here. So first of all, we need variables. But we have only three variables. Three variables like yes, no, or maybe. Let's add the variable. 1, 2, 3. Duplicate, and yes, no, maybe. Here are three variables. And we change the color or text. And we say it is yes, no, and maybe. Oops. So I have 3 variables and 3 texts. Then I need to add button when I click the button. But actually, for buttons, we can give other functions. For example, you don't click, but you press it and take it back. This is also possible to do. For example, one person is pressing it, and it will answer, it will work when he presses up. Let's make it this function, because when you press, it's okay, but when you can long click, you can touch down, you can touch up. So touch up means when you just remove your finger from button. When touch down means then when you put the finger. And long press means that when you put the finger and hold it. Here, the options, they give us options. So I take the touch up function. Then I have the label, and I want to change the text inside the label. I take the label and here set label text to something. Yeah, I get this block, but I remove this part. Cut to remove. Yes. The text too should take the one. Could you please little attention? You will code it. Don't worry. Just little attention because here's the least part. A little bit of attention. So we should change the text to some variable, but we should make it like random. There is a function for the list. Shuffle random. Yeah. We take the list. We have the list, and I want to put a variables inside it. Here, app variable yes, app variable no, and app variable maybe. I put them here, 1, 2, and 3. And I remove other variables. So, it is not enough. The random item, it gives us an option for random item. Here, the random item will automatically take one of the 3 variables that we created on the top. It will show it to text. Let's check how it's working. So what is our question? What is our question? Do you have some?
14 years old.
Will I or something? Am I 40 years old? I press and when I touch up, it says the answer. I don't click, but I'm not 40 years old. No, it's wrong. You can wish something. For example, will I get a Tesla car when I go to work in Silicon Valley? Maybe. Maybe. Good. Well, will I be in America? Yes. Yes. Good. And this is the application. A simple application. This magic ball that says yes, no. But actually, you can add more text for that. Like a lot of text. And put it in the list. Make it random. And it will work. It will show a lot of text, different text. For example, yes, of course, if you try your best. And it says, no, probably no, because you are lazy butt. And it says like a lot of kind of text.
I have a question.
Yes?
Could you please repeat what we should write in the label?
In the label. You mean in block?
Yeah, here.
You shouldn't write anything. Текст, да? В тексте ничего не писать. Текст нужно опустошить. Просто empty string поставить, его сюда где-нибудь расположить. Я расположил текст сюда. Если я сейчас напишу что-нибудь, appears here. You see? Yes, you should center it. How to center? Here. How to center? Oh. I just centered it. Here, text align is center. Text align is center. Remove. You can change the font size to something bigger, like 23, 24. Remove the text, ability text sum, and it's done. Answer. Answer, 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 answer. So I give you time to continue, repeat it, to make your own project. Here's the code. Please try to repeat.